No matter what though guys, it's another incredibly boring day in terms of weather conditions at this point. Yeah, especially noticeable it's bad enough that we can't go out because, not only because of this poor weather, but also that it's actually getting very cold at this rate. Yeah, and especially noticeable I just don't want to get ourselves a bit of a flu again. Well, usually not now anyway though, because I don't feel like talking about it again. Yeah, tell me about it. But at the very least, though, that today's day marks the celebration of the release of Sonic Frontiers. Oh yeah, despite no spoilers. Okay, I totally get ya. Oh come on, I just need to beat this Guardian from the likes of the well, so I can able to actually save Princess Zelda and all that stuff on Breath of the Wild. So hopefully I can able to actually beat this Guardian, so hopefully I should able to kick his butt. So that way I can able to enjoy some bit of time on this. Oh, where is Ray? I just wish he will be back by then. Don't worry, Bubbles. I'm sure that Ray the Flying Squirrel will be better by that time, but for I've heard that he might be a bit of a late time syndrome or something like this, but I don't know. It's hard to tell at this rate, but I suppose we should probably wait for a while. Not what this whole worrying stuff again. I've heard that, Shadow. Oh, forgive me about that particular part, but anywho, continue. Yeah, I just don't know when he'll be back. Oh, don't worry. I think he'll be alright, and then by the time you see him again, then obviously he'll be a much more of improvement over the likes of the, well, ever since about last year and stuff like that. And maybe you two will able to watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic again. Well, depending on the forms of, some stimulations here and there, but even then, I just have no clue what it doubts. Oh, darn it! I got killed by the Guardian! Oh, I need to take a break on Breath of the Wild. Oh, jeez. I think I almost felt a little bit stressed out after all that stuff. Yeah, but maybe it's probably best to take a break on Breath of the Wild for a little longer because, you know how Sonic Frontiers is just recently released today? Oh yeah, but we're expecting to able to wait for the package to be delivered later on today. Because today's date is of course, the 8th of November today, so just to let you know. Huh? Ray, is that you? Yes, it's me. I'm feeling a lot more different than the likes of how it does it back in, well, last year, like you said before. So, how's anyone been? Oh, Ray, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, yes, I'm back, honey, I'm back. Where have I been? Well, let's just say you've been to the hospital appointment, like, you've already pointed things out for, Mighty, didn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, Ray has already mentioned to me about this, because, obviously we are best bros, right? Yappity do, Mighty, because, I did somehow missed out on quite a lot of events, actually. I mean, how's everything else going? Well, unfortunately, both me and Sonic are basically tackling through the worst warrior platformer games of all time, which is Warrior Master of Disguise. How did it go? Not doing that great, especially that Sonic got overly raged by that. Well, you probably already checked out the video already, so, but I'm sure that he'll be fine, no matter what. Yeah, I felt so sorry for, poor Sonic, because, I just felt incredibly bad at what he was been through. Well, usually for the sake of time for me though, that luckily I wasn't involved on that game because I definitely heard some bit of questionable choices though how that game handles with. Yeah, I think you probably get the idea about that. Oh, that begs the actual, the point there, but that's besides the point. So... Yeah, in fact, where is Sonic anyway? I think he's probably gonna be running fast just to see how the fact that he will probably go back and forth in between time to time because obviously he's so desperate for Sonic Frontiers to be coming out until today. Oh, you mean that it's gonna be eventually gonna be delivered in here today? Yes, bro. Yes, indeed. In fact, while we're at it, I'll spend some time with my lovely, beautiful Blossom. Oh, you're so sweet, Mighty. No wonder why I'm so lucky to have her. Yep, and I'm very lucky to have you as well. And say nice with me and Ray, even though your face looks a lot better than last year, you know, because and hopefully you won't be able to get stung by too many wasps or bees again. Well, let's just say that won't be for a long while, but we shall see. So either way though, yeah, very appreciative about returning back to you guys. So, any luck there, Sonic? I checked multiple stores and it sold out tremendously. Even especially noticeable that I was expecting to get with the Steelbook edition, but no luck on it sadly, so... But good news though, Sonic, is that me and Tails have already sold out the pre-order Sonic Frontiers ever since about a week ago. Oh, that's good, because I was a little bit worried about the fact that I could imagine if Eggman were able to once again switch over to another Sonic game, which is of course Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric HD, or to be more specifically, he was trying to say to me, or trying to prank me, as in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric Ultra HD with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Oh god, don't even bring that up again, Sonic. Yeah, you don't want to let Eggman get able to get involved on this again, and even especially noticeable that even for Mojo Jojo. Well, despite the fact that you don't have to worry about Mojo Jojo anytime soon, Blossom. Yeah, and I can definitely tell Ralph about though, because either way though, that might be something with, well, no need for worry, kind of stuff like this, pal. Yeah, thanks Tails, especially noticeable, you always been my... Oh yeah, happy late, birthday for your 30th anniversary, by the way, Tails. Oh, thanks, Sonic. I appreciate about that. Especially, I can't believe I'm now 30 years old, or in some cases 3 decades old, since we're not only Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 8-bit counterpart of that game that came out 30 years ago, but eventually, in this month in particular, until, is it 24th by any chance? Yes, it's the 24th of November, which is Sonic Tuesday's 30th anniversary for not only because of my appearance, of course, but also the release of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis. Well, you must have known every single aspect of it. In fact, it wasn't until next year, where not only I'm gonna be 30 next year, but also say applies to me as well. Oh yeah, because of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog arcade machine. Between me, you, and you have to work together to able to come across into multiple traps thanks to Dr. Robotnik's or Dr. Eggman's scheme. Oh yeah, you totally did not mention to me about that, but then I finally met up with you two during the Sonic Mania Plus. Although, mind you, I've managed to meet up with Mighty twice due to, like, joining with the Chaotix. You know what I mean, with SBO the Chameleon and Charmy B, which I found him pretty irritating, and Vector the Crocodile, that he's always been a cool dude. Yeah, I'm sure that you do have multiple friends of your life, and you go glad to have my lovebird like you. Yeah, you already said that so many times. Oh, I just somehow hear the doorbell, so I will meet you guys back. Yep, there he goes. So, I'm sure that he will answer the door to, I would say, Mail Toad, to be able to deliver the actual most important package of all time. Well, let's just say for this point, Tails, this will be the last pre-order thing we can able to get in terms of 2022.
3 hours later.
Oh my god, after a lot of trial and error I have to go through, I finally found it. Oh, good job for you, Sonic, especially because, well, what I've heard about the fact that until the next couple of days' time, that from what I've heard that the postman strikes is about to be begun. Yeah, especially it's bad enough about the fact that, well, Black Fridays is now gonna be a thing until the next couple of days' time. I wasn't expecting to see that, huh? Yeah, so with that being said, I think we should probably get onto the forms of the next unboxing video, but in a different timing thing because, well, I'll point it out whenever we get to it. So, hey, what's up everybody? I am the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog here, and I'm Miles Tails Prower, or Tails, Miles Tails Prower, and I'm Knuckles the Echidna, Blossom, Mighty, Silver, Sticks, shut up. Ray, the flying squirrel with my new look. And I am Bubbles. Nice to meet you all again. Ever since in Sonic Colors Ultimate unboxing video since almost a year ago. Well, it's entirely a year ago now, Bubbles, but either way though, that's besides the point. So, ladies and gentlemen, apologize for that particular late uploading schedule for this point today because, well, if you couldn't tell already, by that time until in the UK country, there might be some difficulties for deliveries every nowadays, especially because since that Christmas is now going to be slowly approaching. But regardless of such though, we did somehow manage to go it in the end. So in this case though, what's inside in this package that we're about to be opening? And also, as you can tell, that certain packages are actually soaked because I believe Tails did somehow report to me for something that the forecast is actually gone like really poor, especially because, well, since this is now autumn, so yeah, I can't judge the actual thing for myself, you see. So anyway, so today we are starting to be doing the unboxing video of another Sonic game unboxing video, but this time around it's the latest game in the series, which is Sonic Frontiers, for not just by the forms of the Nintendo Switch, but also Xbox One or Series X, if to be more specific. And finally, PlayStation 4, because obviously we are still a huge die-hard Sonic fan, so yeah, everything else will be come to expect, right? I just wish if I had my another game, thank you, but why do you always have to become super popular? Well, it's probably because of the sales number shadow or something, I have no idea. But anyways, I'm actually going to be doing the different recording setup when it comes to open up these things because, well, as you probably already know, like I said before, I apologize with that particular uploading schedule delay for today, just because about the fact that the actual post-delivery services is not exactly in time this time, but I honestly don't blame them. But as a result of that kind of stuff though, I'm just impatient, you know, because I'm the fastest blue hedgehog, and I just love sense of adventure. But anyway, so let's get to it, shall we, with the forms of Sonic Frontiers for the PlayStation 4 first, and then we'll show off the other two versions afterwards. So let's get started with the PS4 version. And as you can see, I really love the box art of this particular game. And in fact, it does remind me of the box art from Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch, because obviously, much like Crash Bandicoot 4, that basically it goes like the main character is actually grinding on rails. So as a result, though, it can be one of those things, I guess. And yeah, and there's the spine right here. In fact, if we're able to actually have a look on other spines with multiple versions throughout, it seems to be more specifically, it's actually pretty similar with all that simpler font as far as I'm aware, because unlike, I would say Sonic Colors Ultimate, I think it's roughly the same idea as Sonic Colors Ultimate with all that font designs from spines and what have you. So anyways, here's the back right here. Experience Sonic like never before. Worlds are colliding in Sonic the Hedgehog's newest high-speed adventure. Accelerate to new heights, battle hordes of powerful enemies, and experience the thrill of high velocity. Open zone platforming freedom across the 5 massive Skyfall Islands. Welcome to the evolution of Sonic games, because it's almost going to be like an open zone type of game. So as you can see, it says explore with unparalleled acrobatic freedom, and also battle enemies with an all-new combat system, and enter a world of adventure and mystery. And as you can see, it did say PlayStation Store voucher card, so it will able to feature that. So of course, it did say expired date on here, and it says, I would say November 8th, 2032, which is about 10 years time. And it says 1 player, 24 gigabytes, that seems quite a lot, and remote play support. And PEGI 7 stands for violence and fear. And on top of that, much like any other PS4 games nowadays, it seems very obvious that every nowadays it will actually include PlayStation 5 upgrade available if you ever played the PS5. So, and let's check out the Xbox versions. So in some cases though, if you ever played this game on the Xbox Series X, you're able to experience the game within 60 frames per second, as well as 4K Ultra HD, and I believe the gigabyte storage on here, I'm sure it'll set the same thing with 24 gigabytes or something, so I have no comments from here. And finally, we have the Switch version, which obviously has 1 players within all of these modes. In addition to that, the Switch Online membership services is actually required, and Pro Controller is compatible, which I do appreciate because obviously I just love using the Pro Controller so much. And also, for what I've noticed is that on the actual the back cover, when Sonic is doing that little familiar render, it does kind of reminds me of a similar pose as when he did, not just by the forms of Sonic in the Secret Rings, but also Sonic in the Black Knight as well. Except, basically, he no longer has the fire on his chest, as well as the forms of a Genie of the Ring, in this case Shower in some cases though, but either way though, let's not get ahead of ourselves at this point, because either way though, I just want to get this out of the way, because either way though, I apologize for that uploading schedule delays, so, but now it's finally here, so yeah, forgive about us about the fact that we were expecting to get the game until in the UK's time, usually in half past 3 in the afternoon, but then we got up until about 3 hours late, or to be more specifically, 3 hours and 30 minutes late, in comparison to any other times for that matter. But it doesn't bother me at all though, I guess, although sometimes it did bother me sometimes. I will have to admit it right away, but either way. And as far as what Knuckles did told me, that basically this will be the last pre-order item for 2022, because I'll give my other thoughts of this until for later. So anyway, so let's check out this little everything is on here. So of course, much like always, because there's a Blu-ray disc, and I need to take the leaflets out because I get the strong sense of feeling that yeah, it did show up the code. So, and what's cool about this is that it comes with the advertisement for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, because obviously we already got this, so yeah, nice to have this onto the actual leaflet. And also, if you ever pre-order the game, basically you get yourselves the Adventures treasure box, and it gives Sonic a boost on his new journey, so you get blue seeds of defense, skill points, and red seeds of power. So, and it says the expired date is on here, on 2032. So yeah, very long time as far as, you know, expired dates as far as this is concerned. But hey, least in stopping, I suppose. So yeah, that was the PS4 version. And of course, much like any other like versions of anything else for newer games, as far as I'm aware, basically we skipped over the PlayStation 5 version because we still don't have PlayStation 5 versions. So yeah, much like I think the last time we actually did the unboxing video actually was Vanilla Fantasy Rebirth series. And by the way, that particular video, by the way, was actually very popular so far for this year in 2022. But that's only mainly because, like what I would say Maxi mentioned more about it during that time, where basically the physical version of that game has not exist in the American marketing. So, oh, is that the reason why that video is actually more popular now? Yeah, ever since back in, I would say it's since in July, actually, before when, obviously the heat wave now actually comes into play every nowadays, but, regardless of such though, oh, great, we have to deal with this godforsaken tag, aren't we? We're going back into this whole entire territory where it comes to, like, struggle with all these, Microsoft tags and stuff like that. So at least I got it in the end anyway, I hope. And it's been a very long while since we actually last did the Sonic the Hedgehog game unboxing video, like what Bubbles has already excuse me for a second. Since you know, Sonic Colors Ultimate for you know, multiple platforms, which is just the same thing. So, and it looks like that the I think the code is actually in the back. So let me just double check. Yep, it says on the back. So obviously you'll do the same thing for the Xbox. So in the same path, in the same advertisement as before. So nothing different from now, except now it actually includes Xbox. So, and I'm pretty sure the version we're going to be playing through first is, I will classify for saying the Switch version first. Really not a big fan of these Xbox One game cases sometimes because they can be felt a bit slightly flimsy at times, but it knows what it is, I guess. And lastly, we have the Switch version, so in this case, I can finally able to experience the game on the go. So in some cases though, I'll play a mixture of both Xbox and Switch version on my own time, because obviously I'll play the Switch version on the go, so at the very least I can able to actually enjoy myself in the game, despite, you know, the Switch version, I believe, if I recall correctly, much like, you know, any other Sonic games on the Switch, specifically Sonic Forces and also Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Colors Ultimate, that it will obviously run at 30 FPS. So yeah, everything else goes all like self-explanatory when it comes to you know, Nintendo Switch versions of any Sonic games, even to this day. So, but are you sure you're okay, Sonic? Because you seemed able to rush things out a little bit. Well, that's exactly what I was going to be thinking of, Silver, because, again, we just really want to catch up with our uploading schedules, because, again, it's just, it's just, I don't know, forget what I just said. Anyway, so let's just, oh, did it show the, yeah, it's going to do the same thing as, oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't show the code in front of it this time, okay. So that's convenient, and it does it say on the, yep, it did show it on the bottom, so yeah, nothing else to add here. And the same advertisement thing as the other version, so nothing different from there, except, well, surprisingly enough, it did manage to fit in the actual Switch case, so I'm quite surprised about that actually. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the forms of the game card itself. It's that tiny Sonic right there, by my own. So anyways, really looking forward to able to playing this game on my own time, and maybe do a Let's Play of it and during at some point next year in 2023. Yup, especially noticeable where it's nice to be back at Sonic games again. So here we are, folks. Yep, just right between me and Mighty and me. So yeah, everything else goes all fine and dandy and everything. So yep, and I suppose that's pretty much about it basically, isn't that, Sonic? Yep, absolutely. So hey, Shadow, how come you're not joining in as much? Oh, fine, I'll just join in anyway, so... Oh, gee. Talk about jealousy right here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching our unboxing video of Sonic Frontiers for not only on the PlayStation 4, but also Xbox One, in this case Xbox Series X as well. And finally, the Nintendo Switch version, despite the fact that the actual uploading schedule itself has actually gone really late, as I said before. But either way though, everything else is now sorted by then. So this is me, Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm Knuckles the Echidna, Blossom, Mighty, Ray, Sticks, Silver, Tails, Bubbles, Shadow. So yeah, I think that's about it basically. So I'll see you guys at some point soon. And unfortunately, me and Mighty are eventually coming back to Warrior Master of Disguise again, so wish me luck, I guess. So I'll see you guys then. Ciao.